Hello and welcome to this Junior's Gasoline Alley, where today my 2020 GMC Sierra is going to get a much needed upgrade that's going to bring it into the technology, I hope, of a 2024 vehicle, and in fact make using it just that much nicer. We're going to be installing an AI smart box, and this smart box is a wireless device to be able to run your Android Auto or Apple CarPlay just by starting up the car, and it should automatically connect onto the screen. So let's go ahead, pop it out of the package, see how it works, and I'll let you know exactly what I think. So in the typical scenario, you'd take your USB plug it in down here, either USB-A or USB-C. You'd then get prompted for Android Auto up top, and that would work out just fine. However, it meant you're always having to be tethered to the screen, and of course, that means you've got a wire hanging around and just, well, not as clean as it could be. And my truck does not have a wireless charger, but I know many do. And this is an even greater scenario if you could put your phone right onto the wireless charger, have it go straight to the screen. But that'll be a project for another day to upgrade it. But instead, this one-car stereo smart AI box should allow us to be able to get that onto the screen super easy. I'm going to pull this unit out of its box, and let's go ahead see what it's like when we take it out. So out it comes, and pretty low key, just this small box. So One Car Stereo, of course, is the brand. They provided this to me, and if you want one of these for yourself, you can go ahead, use the link down in the description below for it. But this is just a small device that's going to run the wireless connectivity and plug straight in with a USB to USB-C cord, as well as it comes with a USB-C to USB-C, should you need it. Also, looks like got a quick start guide. It's telling us to turn off our hotspot on our phone when we're about to connect. Turn the phone's Wi-Fi switch, but do not connect any third-party Wi-Fi networks. Simply keep the phone's Wi-Fi switch on. Make sure there's no previously connected phones using the box, blah, blah, blah. And there we are. And then we also have our operating instructions here. It's going to give us a heads up on how to use this, get everything networked and ready to go. And pretty cool, the device has a spot to be able to add a SD card if you needed to expand. All right, so now I've got the AI Smart Box plugged in, got the USB-C cord, and I'm going to plug it into the car. You can see the lights start to go on. And next step here is going to be actually connecting it to my device. So let me switch over to screen share and I'll show you how it works. So as you can see here, we've got the smart box plugged in, and the next thing we want to do is go ahead and begin getting it connected to Bluetooth. So just open up the Bluetooth pairing, allow it to search, and you're going to go ahead and see that there's a smart AI box, and just click pair. Easy enough. Simple process to get that part going. And you'll see we turned back to the instruction manual here because we've got one small kind of finicky thing about this AI smart box. You need to have the Wi-Fi hotspot turned on in order to be able to run native apps on the AI smart box, such as Netflix or YouTube, things like that. But hotspot needs to be turned off when you're using Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. So in this case, I'm going to jump back to the screen where you can see me putting in the Wi-Fi hotspot password, and we're all connected and ready to be able to work. Password in, click connect. It's going to find the Wi-Fi that's hotspot that's on my phone, and then we can move backwards. So go back home here. Should take a second. You can see it start to load because we connected up to it earlier. And just like that, Android Auto is connected and ready to roll. How about that? That is very cool how that works. Everything's up on the screen. If we go back home, we go back to the Apple CarPlay, and let's just Let's just see what I want to do here. Click to the top. I can go back. Got a menu of stuff. Clear all. And then boom. So all apps. Awesome. And YouTube, for instance, it's going to let me play that in the car. Probably even while driving. That's not exactly safe, but pretty cool. Wow. And just pick that for the sake of it.
It's time to get my license.
Yeah, you can put it in drive, and there we go. Still happening. That is really wild. So I'll get rid of that. Go back through. You can run music, go through files. That's what the whole point of having that SD card is for. Very neat. And then under all apps, it looks like we've got a lot of options. Some photos if you had them. That's cool. Easy Connect. I'm not sure what that is. That is a app that we can download. Very cool. Speed Play goes right back to Android Auto. Connects up, does it super quick. Granted, that does turn off the Wi-Fi, it appears. Does turn off the Wi-Fi, but there you are. So the real question is, I'm going to go ahead and shut the truck off. Open the door. That way the screen, totally dead. Let's go ahead and start this thing back up and see what happens. Searching for phone. Wow. So it grabs it pretty quick. Wow. That's super cool. So CarPlay, smart AI box. Look at that thing jump up, powered by Android. Very cool. Go over to Speed Play. Boom. There we are. Took it a second to find it, but eventually, once it did, we're all connected. I gotta say, this is very cool. Now, obviously, in my vehicle, this hanging out like that is not that exciting. And because, of course, I've got a more base model truck, without that center console, that's going to be dangling. But what I'll do in another video probably in the future is go ahead, find a way to tuck this up and down behind the dash and allow it to just be working super quick, super easy. I want to end the video with my thoughts after living with this for about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. So I've got the smart box. It's just been hanging out, hanging by the cord. In the future, I'll do a video tucking that away, and I'd love to know your thoughts down below. But basically, by the time the truck gets started, you'll see right there the CarPlay comes up. So you just click on that. It's going to say, plug in a supported phone. It's thinking for a second, and you'll notice that it's going to catch the Apple CarPlay, start up with this smart AI box. You can see it's got the blinking lights because it's also connecting to the Bluetooth on my phone as well. And so here we can just click on Speed Play, and this part does take a little bit of time. It's one of the things that I think is just a little slow. I wish it was quicker. Is it'll sit on this connecting screen for a period of time before it eventually connects, but you'll see that goes on. This gets connected up. Pretty cool that it's able to do that and works out really well. Now, the navigation, you have to get used to swiping down from the top to be able to go back home. That's going to bring you to the rest of the options here, but you can play your music as you need to, and you do have the option to go to apps. Now, I do personally like that you're able to run apps like YouTube. I was sitting waiting on something in my car for a little while, and I was able to watch a YouTube video on the screen rather than on my phone. That part was really cool, but it is a touch annoying that you have to turn on your Wi-Fi hotspot to do that, but if the Wi-Fi hotspot is on, you can't run Speed Play. So it's like a little niggle that I wish was not the case, but at least it works pretty well. And I do gotta say that I'm gonna be absolutely in love with this when I get the AI box tucked in to the center stack, and then I get a wireless charger into my center console. That will be just absolutely awesome. Otherwise, I'm very happy with it so far, especially with just how easy it is to be able to run this and enjoy a wireless Android Auto setup, and certainly Apple CarPlay if I had an iPhone. Well, anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. If you want one of these for yourself, shameless plug to go ahead and use the affiliate link down in the description below. Otherwise, please follow the channel because I'll be posting up a video on how I'm going to get this tucked away and stowed for a much more seamless look. But until then, I'm going to enjoy a drive, and I hope you do too.